This one's for Mark. Eddie spoke yesterday about how Wales are a high kicking team. And then Warren Gatland came out and he said that you're a very big kicking team and that he was expecting a lot of kicks from you. Is that how you view your own game and how it's going to unfold tomorrow?
I guess there's parts. Depends on the game, really. Depends on the team we're versing that we've, I guess, had to kick more or less. But I guess I wouldn't necessarily say we're a high kicking team. I'd just say we're adaptive, and depending on the game, we can kick or not kick.
Next question on the left, thanks.
Just for Mark, last time you played Wales, obviously had that double in the second half, that comeback win. I just wondered, what did that game do for your confidence, and is there anything you can take out of that, maybe from a tactical or a psychological sort of point of view?
Obviously it was a tough game in Cardiff, but it was good to get the win. I guess it's always good to get a bit of confidence from wherever you can, but mate, just more focused on this week, just trying to do what I can now, and this week that I have been, and just focusing on getting that win.
If I can ask two questions to Jason. Jason, what's the field been like in the coaching environment? Obviously, there's a fair bit of scrutiny on everyone at the moment.
Yeah, no, in the coaching environment. Yeah, no, it's good. It's obviously we're working really hard to get a win, which is our objective every week. But our process with the players, our preview, our review, our individual work that we're doing with the guys has been. We've done as much as we can to prepare them as best we can. So Eddie's been great. This week he's really probably stepped up even more in regards to just being really clear on what he wants and and what he expects from Wales and how we can negate that and possibly attack their strengths. So that's it's been a big focus for us this week. But as far as the coaching cohesion inside the coaches, meetings and that type of thing, it's been very productive, and we've just been sticking to our process.
And there's been a little bit of talk about this eclectic kind of coaching mix that's come together. For someone like you who's in for a couple of months before going back, continuing your rugby league career, how much does this tournament mean to you? Because really you can kind of wash your hands straight after this and continue with league journey. How much does this mean to you? Do you take it personally, the criticism?
Criticism. How much does the tournament mean? I'll start with that bit. Anytime you get to represent your country, whether it's rugby league, rugby union or marbles, I take it really personally. And I understand the magnitude of the size of the World Cup. I've been involved in England's preps to 2019, a little bit after that as well, and then back again now. It's almost, it's been a great experience for me, but when I got the opportunity, first thing I thought was, one, to be part of the Cup, two, to work for the Wallabies, and how good would it be to go deep into that tournament and just see what happens, and do everything you can to help that. So, so short answer to your question, it's deeply personal because I'm representing my country here. So, and then on the other side of it, we get to work with one of the leading coaches in the world. So that's a huge thing for me personally as well. The criticism back home, honestly, we're in a little bubble over here, so I think Eddie's dealt with a lot of that by the sounds of it. But back to the question before in regards to the coaching, that's all we've been focused on. How can we get these boys better, and how can we work together with the players to get the result that we want? So it sounds pretty cliche, but that's what we've been doing, and they've been doing a great job at doing everything they can to get themselves better so that we can hopefully get the result tomorrow.
Thanks, Jason.
Sorry, Jason. I think a bit of the criticism has been around the makeup of the team, with a couple of AFL coaches, a couple of rugby league ones as well, and then coming out of the last game with, I think, 18 penalties and a lot at the breakdown. And the suggestion that there might not be enough technical expertise, I guess, in that area. Are you finding that, a particular area of concern, and how's that kind of being addressed? And do you feel that not having, a full rugby, I guess, coaching staff is affecting the team in that sense?
Yeah, well, we've got Eddie, who's fairly experienced, and then we've got Neil Hatley, who's done it his whole life. We've got Dan Palmer, who lives for scrums, which is different in itself, but that's his thing, and lineouts. And then we've got Pierre as well. So they're the 4 rugby guys, and then it's basically myself and Brett Hodgson, obviously from Rugby League, and then Neil Craig with leadership. So coaching's coaching at the end of the day, but there's 4 really experienced rugby guys there. So we're there to give a different point of view, but at the end of the day, we're just coaching as hard as we can in line with, Eddie's vision and also what we see as well. So he's very open to what we've got to contribute. And but yeah, as far as the different makeup of the coaching group, there's a fair bit of experience there from rugby. And then, like I said, we're just there to help as much as we can and give a different point of view and a different perspective to the players in the coaching group.
Question for you, Matt. How have you found this experience as a whole? Have you been able to kind of lean in and enjoy it, or has it been tough with the sort of criticism that's flying around and obviously the loss last week?
In terms of the criticism, it probably goes over my head a bit. I don't really receive or consume much media, so for me that's not really a concern of mine. It's all about connecting well with the players and the coaches. But in terms of the World Cup itself and this game on the weekend, every time you put on the gold jersey is special. I think this weekend, if I end up getting on, it'll be my 4th test, and mate, I've enjoyed and relished every moment. Obviously it'll be the same with the other boys, lots of family watching at home and here at the stadium. I think with any sport in professionalism, training's always tough, games are always tough, and it's fiercely competitive at the World Cup this year. But I'm thoroughly enjoying it and embracing that.
Yeah.
Jace, any updates on who's going to replace Max yet?
No. Ed, we had a meeting about it the other day, and then Eddie's gone away with his suggestions, with our suggestions. And yeah, but I'd imagine that would be pretty imminent in regards to who's going to come in.
Who's it down to from fame on the market? Who do I have?
Mate, I'm gonna. You'll have to ask Eddie that. Yeah, sorry, mate. Sorry, mate. Yeah. Oh,
that's why I haven't.
You're lucky I didn't say anything then.
For Mark, the bonus point. This whoever advances could come down to bonus points. You're fundamentally an attacking player. Do you expect that there will be a different approach in the way that the Wallabies take the game tomorrow? You don't want to win 12-10, right? You got to smash them. Get a bonus point.
Hey, look, mate, we're just first of all just focus on getting that win. Anything that comes extra will be, I guess, a bonus. But yeah, look, we're just trying to get that win first of all. Yeah.
And with the retention of high kicks last week, I think you were on that wing where the ball bounced, where they scored. Have you blokes, what went wrong there? Have you spoken about what happened?
Yeah, I get it's part of the game. Sometimes communication and stuff isn't quite clear. There's a big crowd and a lot of noise. So it's just a bit of miscommunication there. So yeah.
Next one, just 2 rows back. Thank you.
Mark, Andrew Callaway in for Ben Donaldson at the back, of course. How does that change how you guys might play?
I guess team-wise, it doesn't change too much. Everyone's quite clear on their role, and Kel's such an experienced player, and obviously the move with Dono at 10, he just brings that experience. And obviously, it'll be his first game in a while, so he'll be looking to get involved and add a real energy for the team.
And most of the focus, the talk about Wales is sort of goal kicking and forward play, but they do have some threats out wide, don't they?
Yeah, definitely. I guess Wales have always been a strong strong team with some talented players, and I guess we're going to have to put up a fight against these guys. So I guess it will be a tough game, but looking forward to going against these guys.
Thanks, Mark. We've got time for 2 more questions. It'll be first here and second there. Yeah.
Mark, what have you made of the Welsh defence? Obviously, against Fiji, they racked up some huge number in terms of tackles. It looks like it's going to be pretty tough to sort of finish off, which is something that you guys have maybe struggled with, certainly against Fiji.
Yeah, obviously, they did quite well in that game. But I guess for us, we just got to take confidence in what we can do. I know for myself, I'm really keen to have a crack at these guys. So, as much as they, as much as they can, be good at defence and that, there will be some cracks in the game after we, move them around a bit. So, as a team, we can look for those opportunities, and I'm sure we'll take them.
Last one.
Jason, you know Eddie very well. He was quite philosophical yesterday about his future, saying, I might get sacked by Rugby Australia, I might stay on. Would you be surprised if he wasn't the coach next year? And has he given an indication, and do you see his vision beyond this World Cup?
I see his vision beyond the World Cup. It's one of those things where he hasn't said anything to us, obviously, but just basically watch this space, because of it, there's a big job ahead for the next 4 years with the Wallabies, but which he's started already. So and got some pretty good foundations down. So to walk away from that would be a bit of a surprise, I would think, because there's a lot of green shoots there for the future. I'm not too sure what he'll do, to be honest with you. But it's good to have options by the sounds of it.
Okay, thanks everybody.
Thank you.
Well done, guys. Thank you. Cheers.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thanks.